welcome back to Soul Power Tarot and Tennis. I am so delighted to be back with you. Today's been really busy. I was a little bit under the weather, but I'm back now doing these readings. And today's video is going to be about Paula Badosa. What's going on with her tennis game? Why does she look so dissatisfied with herself? I mean, obviously she's not playing very well, but I do sense this energy in her where she's discouraged, she's not feeling confident in her game, and I'm not seeing the fight that we saw last year and the year before. It's lacking. That fight is just not there for Paula, especially this year, since the end of last year going into this year. Okay. And I want to look into that and see why and what we can expect from her for the remainder of this year. And I have to say, before I begin, this is for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Please do your own research, form your own opinions. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, we can get started. I'm going to do a small spread and ask about that. I know her ranking. She really takes her rankings to heart. She's now down to about 21. She was previously as high as number 3. So I do know that this is something that really is affecting her as well, and her self-esteem. When she was 3, she worked hard to keep it, and when she started sliding, she expressed her how unhappy she was, but that she was going to do her best to maintain the ranking. So I can only imagine how she feels now that she's down to 21. Even though 21 is not that bad, she can still win and come back. I mean, Carolina Garcia was, last year was down to 100 and something, and she came up to the top 10. So it's doable. It's not easy, but it's doable. So anyway, let me take a look here. Let's see. Paula Badosa. How does Paula feel about her tennis game right now? Okay. What are Paula Badosa's thoughts about her tennis game right now? Okay. How is Paula Badosa doing physically right now? Okay. How will the 2023 tennis season, how will the rest of the 2023 tennis season go for Paula Badosa? How will the rest of the 2023 Paula Badosa? Okay. And what is Paula Badosa's overall energy right now? And we're going to do a final card. Why is Paula Badosa not playing so well at the moment? Okay, so let's start. How does she feel about her game? The Queen of Cups is an interesting card. And before I go there, I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck, because that's the overall energy. The bottom of the deck is telling me she's just too much in her head. 7 of Cups. So this is someone who's overthinking, thinking about missed opportunities, thinking about what, coulda, shoulda, woulda. She's very caught up in that type of energy right now. Okay. And how does she feel about her tennis game? The Queen of Cups, she's very emotional. She is, trying to stay positive, but the Queen of Cups is someone who's emotional and who is really taking certain things and losses, personally, so it's really affecting her emotionally. She wants to win. As you can see, this Queen of Cups, she wants to win. This person is holding a cup. This is a trophy. She wants to win. She feels like she should be able to win, but she's emotional that she hasn't been winning, enough matches. Okay, she's unhappy. I mean, nobody would be happy to lose. So what are her thoughts about her game? What are Paula's thoughts about her game? The Justice, she's thinking about trying to make things right, trying to come back stronger. The Justice is trying to make things right, trying to, continue fighting. Okay. She's focused on that. And that's good that she's thinking that way. So here, how is she feeling physically? So there's something going on. Okay. So physically, she's struggling. Okay. You've got the 7 of Swords. She's struggling physically. So there's something going on physically. Okay, and she's not trusting. She's not trusting herself enough. Seven of Swords is her not trusting herself enough, but it's also telling me there's a physical issue. Physically, she's struggling a little bit. Okay, her fitness is not where she would like it to be. In Seven of Swords talks about injuries, maybe lingering injuries, sorry, that are really causing, that are really becoming a nuisance. So how will the rest of her season go? The Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, this is someone who is fired up for the rest of the season. I do feel like she's going to pick up in intensity, in motivation. This is her thinking, planning the rest of her season, and you know, really trying to motivate herself and take control of the rest of the season and do better. So she will have some better moments, especially the spring. So the clay court season, Ace of Wands. Wands are also spring, so it seems like the clay court season or the spring, the European part of the tour is really gonna fire her up. Okay, and she's gonna do better. Her overall energy right now. So here's the Page of Swords. She really is also feeling a little bit down on herself. Page of Swords. It looks like she's going to just take the time to train and rest and hold off playing again until the start of the European season. So Page of Swords is delays, like holding back from playing. She feels very negative about her performances. The Two of Pentacles here, she feels very discombobulated. So she's going to the Two of Pentacles or coins when it's upright. It's about finding a balance. It seems like she's gonna struggle a little bit to find a balance, in her tennis game and in the wins and losses. I think that she's gonna work hard at trying to come back stronger, but it's gonna be a challenge for her with this card in reverse. It is gonna be a challenge. Now she'll have some better tournaments that she plays better at, but this reading is not screaming, she's gonna win all these titles. I think there's still going to be a struggle. She'll have some good wins, in the spring, but I'm yet to see, in this reading, it's not showing me like actually winning titles. She'll win more matches. I think that she needs to play more matches and build on her fitness and build more momentum. For now, it seems. So, and she's, as the Seven of Cups is showing us, she's too much in her head right now, about it. She needs to kind of not berate herself and just really take what she can from the previous matches and just keep training and keep at it, I think that's just what she needs to do right now, And I'm going to do one last, but I just want to ask why, because we had this Seven of Swords telling us that there's something going on with the fitness, which could explain a lot, but I want to know, why she doesn't seem to have that drive that she had, a year or two ago. So let's see, Paula Badosa. Okay, you guys, let's see what Okay. Okay. You know what also I forgot to mention? It seems like she changed coach in Miami. Her regular coach wasn't with her. I haven't seen any official announcement. So there may be, because the Hierophant is management and in the team, there's some shakeups as well going on in the behind the scenes. But also the Hierophant is a relationship. Okay, it's a relationship. It's the team as a whole. So there's something going on there. And the Four of Wands. is a relationship. Four of Wands and the Moon. So there is some stress coming from her relationship with her boyfriend that's affecting her tennis. The Four of Wands and the Moon, stress, hidden issues in the relationship, and that is enough to for you to be, for anyone to be distracted. And the Seven of Cups here, this is her again being too much in her head and overthinking, and feeling just very vulnerable and defensive. So she's unable to fight. That fight is not there as we saw last year and the year before. We have the Fool. She is going to, with the Fool here, she's going to start over, with her team and just start fresh in her next tournament. But the Fool also tells me that she kind of was just, I'm not saying that she didn't practice or anything like that, but the Fool is somebody who's just kind of doesn't have strategy. They're not planning. They're just doing something and praying and hoping that it works. Right? So she kind of was just, going and not really having too much strategy, or she was just playing and, hoping with each match that she'll get better, despite the issues in the background. So I don't want to go too much into her personal life. I'll just stop there. These two show me that there's an issue there, and it's affecting with the Moon. It's affecting her mind and her concentration on her game and on her career. It's a shame, but that does, that is common for a lot of us when your relationship, especially a romantic relationship, is not going too well, or there's some tension there. It can cause a lack of focus, and I think that combined with her not doing so well is draining her. The energy I get from here is that those things are draining her, and it's taken away from her being able to focus on her tennis. So, but the Fool also is really encouraging because this is a new beginning. She's going to really just start over and rebuild herself, and, and really just take that leap of faith and have more faith in herself moving forward. I think she's going to have some time now before the clay season starts to really get these things under control. So in a lot of ways, her losing early in Miami, I think based on what I'm seeing here, is a blessing for Paula. She can now go and settle whatever's going on in the background, and also prepare for the European season and come back stronger. So yeah, so this is what I see. I hope to see her really back to her fighting self, because that was fun to watch. This Paula, we can all tell that there's just something. They're saying, yes, her opponents have been playing better, but that fight, that grit that she has is just not like it was last year and the year before. And of course, it's hard to maintain the same, consistency and the same. But I could tell, and that's why I chose to do this reading, that it was something more. It's just not only the tennis. I could tell that there was something more going on there. So anyway, this is it here. She's going to reorganize. She's going to have some good wins coming up. I'm not really seeing titles per se. It's going to be difficult for her, but she's going to build momentum for the rest of the year and just, climb up slowly, so that already is an achievement in itself. So yeah, I'll leave this reading here. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and comment. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? How do you feel about Paula's game? Who else would you like me to do a reading on? I'll leave it here. See you all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.